So I'm joined by manager Phil Burke after the last game of the league campaign. Ended in 2-0 defeat to our fellow Carter Cup finalist Bury. Tough one this afternoon, Phil. 2-0 down at the break. What did you think of the first half in particular?
No, I think Bury were the right winners today. I think they deserved to win the football match. I thought they were by far the best team, especially in the first half. I think we struggled with them in terms of the physicality that they had, the energy that they had, the work rate that they had. Listen, no excuses. I think Bury were a better team in every aspect today and definitely deserved their win. So, listen, I've said it for weeks, bigger picture. Today doesn't really mean anything. Whether he won, lost, drew, that it won't have a say on the cup final. What it did have a say is where we'd finished in the league at second and third. Obviously finishing second was a target. Once I knew we couldn't win the league. So obviously we failed in that aspect. However, as I've said, bigger picture, mate, finishing second wasn't high on the priority list. The cup finals are high on the priority list. And listen, I'm just looking forward to getting back to training on Tuesday. I think we've got everyone but one player training on Tuesday. So it's a big week ahead of us. Today is a big concern. I think Bury showing that they're the final. They're the favourites for the Carter Cup final. So it's our job to make sure that we try and show up and we try and achieve what nobody will expect of us now.
You mentioned there about Bury being better in every aspect today. I know you mentioned there about concern ahead of the final. Just how much will that take to turn around in 9 days' time that you take to the field against them once more?
A lot. And listen, I'm not going to stand here and make an excuse about players that we're missing. I think our team was or should be good enough to compete a lot better than we did today. I think we had probably 7 of what would be considered our strongest team. So there's no excuses. As I say, I think that performance today shows that Bury are favourites for the final. And it's our job to do everything we can to try and overcome that and to do everything that we can to win as the underdogs. But that's what we'll try and do. I was close to playing the plan that I've been thinking of for the final today, but I decided to save that really for the final and have another week working on it, and just let the girls kind of play off natural instinct today. So maybe I should have put a few of the pieces of information in that will adapt. But as I say, I just wanted them to stay in the shape that they're used to and comfortable with, and we'll see what happens in the final.
You mentioned about availability. Quite a few missing again. I think up to probably 8 maybe today. Missing. Any of those major concerns, and how is it damaging for preparation ahead of the final?
No, I wouldn't say major concerns. There's obviously a couple of injuries. You've seen a couple there today who were on the sidelines for injury, but there's no excuse. Bury were far better today, and listen, if we perform like we did today and Bury perform like they did today, it doesn't matter how many players come into our team. It doesn't matter how many changes there is. Bury shown that they can deliver a really high level of performance, and we haven't shown that today. So it's down to Bury to deliver now, to be honest, after that performance. I believe they think it's a statement made. So listen, their statement today is no problem for us. We'll dust ourselves off, we'll come again, we'll give everything that we can to the cup final. But as I say, Bury have made themselves favourites today, and we'll just do everything that we can to try and overcome it.
League campaign then boxed off. 2 training sessions ahead of 2 cup finals across a 48-hour period. How will you deal with a quick turnaround in the finals? Is that a specific challenge that you aware and preparing for?
Yeah, we've always been aware that was going to be the case if you got to both cup finals. So again, I'm not going to stand here and complain about it. We're in both cup finals, which I'm absolutely buzzing for. I can't wait for. I'm so excited for. They're the games that you work for months on end to be a part of. So I'm not going to complain that we've got a very, very quick turnaround. We've just got to deal with it. If we want to win both trophies, that's what you got to deal with. So no complaints. We'll do everything we can to make sure that the players are prepared as well as they can possibly be for both. We'll give absolutely everything into both cup finals. And thankfully it's a bank holiday on a Monday, so we will try and get as many in as we can on a Monday to do some recovery. But as I've said, mate, we can't wait for it, and we'll give everything to both. And listen, hopefully we can get across the line. But yeah, as I said, today quite clearly shows that regardless of league position, the gulf in the two teams today was quite big. So we've got a big gap to fill.
Jess Bamber, player of the match today. First start for probably upwards of 6 months. Any note on her performance in particular?
Yeah, top class. I mean, listen, she won't mind me saying that we've needed that for the past 8 months, so she's not been here. So she's our captain. We need Bamber to lead by example. We need Bamber to lead the way. She did that today. We've needed that for a lot longer than just today. But listen, hopefully Bamber can help us achieve our main goals this season, which is obviously to win both cups.
Finally then, another good support for the last game of the season away from the home of Avro. Any message for the supporters ahead of the upcoming finals at all?
Yeah, I think in both our oppositions are going to bring a massive following. You've seen today they're going to bring a vocal following. So I need the fans to up their game. That sounds like I'm getting at them. I'm not. I need the fans to be at their highest level of performance, which sounds stupid, but we need to be at our best. We need our fans to be at the best. We need our fans right behind us. You make a difference. I can't make you understand how much of a difference you make to our players. We need you there in numbers. We need you to be loud. We need you to be positive. We need you to believe. We need you to stay behind the girls no matter what, even if they go behind. Stay behind the girls. All I'll say is I promise we'll give absolutely everything to deliver 2 trophies to you.
Thanks for your time, Phil, and good luck in the first final against Accrington next week.
Thank you, mate.